Yo, Elliott Trades back again. Welcome all. I'm going to do an analysis on the USD crosses, starting with USDCAD, okay? Because these are the ones that are looking to move today. I think GBPUSD and EURUSD has made most of their moves yesterday, and we're setting up for some kind of sideways movement before a retracement or a complete turnaround. So when we go onto the daily time frame on USD CAD, okay, and we have a count. Please excuse the mess. I'll go into very fine detail on the smaller time frames. As you can see, we've got a 1, 2, 3, which I'm suspecting is an A, B, C in a zigzag. Yeah. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. And if I just quickly remove the drawings, it all boils down to this. If we accumulate right where we are here, then expect this whole move down to be over. There is a chance that we go dip down one more time before going higher. Let me hide the indicators. And let me just get, yeah, okay, I know what to do. We're going to move this and I'll bring them back later. Yeah, cool. Now, we got a 5-wave move here. If this becomes a 3, in other words, if it ends in this box somewhere, we get an accumulation and go higher, breaking this line. That's our confirmation, by the way. This green line is our confirmation that the low is in. If we touch that green line, yeah, that low holds, in my view, and we're going on to make new highs. This, to me, is an ending diagonal. I mean, it's not an ending diagonal, it's the last 5th wave, okay? Counted in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And obviously that's there for in case it's a 3 and we get a 4 and a 5. Okay, so literally it boils down to what price does in this area. If I just zoom out, you want to see bullish divergence forming at least on the 1-hour time frame, which it appears to be forming. No, not really. No, not really. I mean, I can see that this has gone kind of flat, but we don't have bullish divergence on the 1-hour time frame. We definitely do not have that. Yeah, we don't have that yet. Not to say it can't go higher, but for the kind of move I'm expecting, I do expect to see bullish divergence. So I would not be surprised if price made its way down a bit more. Um, Otherwise, maybe just doing it off a 15-minute divergence. There's a 15-minute bullish divergence, clear, crystal clear 15-minute bullish divergence, where this low made the lowest low here, and every time we made a low, a low, a low on the price chart, we made higher, 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 high. That's what I would have loved to have seen on the 1-hour. Okay, we do have it. We just didn't have it locally. We do have it on the hour. Here we go. That's that low. And then here we made 1, 2. Well, that's not a lower low here. But we made 1, 2, 3 hits. 2 of these lows are lower than this low. And as you can see from here, it's a higher low. So yes, we are good to potentially go higher, which is exactly how I've marked out my chart. I didn't check for the divergence earlier. Let's get the drawings back on the chart right there and jump to the 15. Okay, to me here we've ended what I believe is an ending diagonal over here. We've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 that comes back into the territory of 1, and a 5 with bullish divergence. Okay, so a break above that green line is bullish for me. I'm not gonna lie, I jumped in somewhere over here. I'm likely to add new positions after we get into this area when I see an accumulation. So if we can come up here and then we do some sideways and carry on, a break of structure there. Yeah, that's me. I'm in the market at that point. Again, I'll add more positions. On top of this, we've got this red line here, the 0.618. Okay, marked from the beginning of 2 all the way up here to the end of the structure down here. Okay, we touch that 618, it invalidates this 4. So that will go in the bin. And so the moment we touch this red line, there's no 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this purple count will go. All right, it wasn't I put them on the chart in case I'm wrong, and then when it's invalidated, I can take it off. That's why I've got them here, even though, like I said at the beginning, I'm looking at this as an ABC, not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we hit that red line, that's confirmation that it's not a 4, 5. Looks like it's going to happen while we're talking, which is amazing. I mean, literally just touching that red line is a buy. It's a buy signal. We could buy it right there, and stop loss below here to be extra safe below there. The moment that 0.618 is hit. So then what are we doing? Don't need this red line. We'll be coming into the supply zone where we're likely to see some forms of distribution take us down a bit, and then I expect that to turn into another accumulation to take us higher again. Okay, so these are my thoughts on what I'll be trading on NZD-CAD. Go over to GBPUSD or GBPCAD. Sorry, that was USD-CAD. This is GBPCAD. GBPCAD, daily time frame. There's my count, local count. Okay, I didn't bother with this. That's the low. So I can see A, B, C. I can't call that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it was a 4, excellent. No fourth wave. Let's delete this. Okay. This is clearly, so we're back on USD CAD just quickly. This is clearly an A, B, B probably goes there, C. 5 waves in C. Then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in 5 we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we went over that green line. That's why my alert went off. I mean the red line. We've also gone across the green line, so that's double confirmation. After hitting that 1618, I know this isn't a 4, right? There is the potential that this 5 wave move, okay, is a 1, then we get a 2, then we get a 3, then we get a 4, then we get a 5. But it would all be small like this. And that's it. Yeah, that would be 1, that would be 2, that would be 3, that would be 4, that would be 5, in case this wants to turn into a diagonal. It's not what I'm looking for, but I need to say that because it is in my mind that I do know that is also possible. So back to GBPCAD. GBPCAD. All I'm doing is a local 5-wave count from here. I'm expecting a 5-wave move on the daily out of here. I'm not worried about the rest of the count, but just so that you know, I'm considering that an A, B, then another A, B, and this is a C wave. Okay. Either way, whatever it is, 5-wave move to come out of here. That's what I've detected basically. And so far we've got 1, 2, 3, a deep 4, which is great. And we're looking for 5 now. I do believe that 4 is over. How? Because our 2 is very small. Now, I believe that's our 2. This 1, 2, 3 candles. Yeah. But let's just extend it over to here. For the benefit of doubt, give it a bit more, okay? And we pull it over to here. And when we've done that, so obviously we've reached the required time. Anything over 1 to 1 is long enough for a 4. But for me, I like to see 1.5 to the 3 times the length of wave 2, okay? So even with us adding to the, what I believe we added to the 2 wave, this has already come to the 3 mark. This is just past that 3 mark. Okay, so I'm pretty comfortable in believing that the 4th wave is over here. Okay. Also, what I like to see as well, as we were coming down, making this low, before we got this big spike, I'll explain that spike in a second. In fact, you know what? Well, first of all, the TDI. As we was coming down here, we went outside the volatility bands. Okay. And then we've come back up, and now volume's building to the upside. Now, as for the bearish on the volume, this to me is a fake out. When we get this high volume like that, we're supposed to get at least another close lower with slightly lower volume. Um, all right, we did actually get that. But yeah, this could have caused, how do I explain this? I'm gonna do a full video, but we get another low with slightly lower volume. Yes, okay, that's not another low though. This is the another low, and it's gone green. But I could consider that another low with lower volume. Let me go to the hour, see if I can explain this a bit now, because this when you see this spike in the volume, it makes you think you're in a 3, more specifically a 3 of 3. Okay, and usually that's when you come out of the volatility band as well, when you're in a 3 of 3, because that's when the most volume is introduced in the market. Out of all the waves, the wave 3 inside the wave 3 is gonna have the most volume. It's gonna make the most move, and you're gonna see, you know, oversold or overbought, and all of these technical indicators go off. Okay, now there should be a divergence here. Yeah, you can see it in the volume. So basically, we was expecting continuation, or you may, if you was just looking at volume, expect more continuation than that to the downside. But I'll do a proper video explaining in depth about volume. I just want to do this here. Okay, so this is bullish for me as well. I'm in buys on, let me check, GBPUSD, GBPCAD, and USDCAD. They are the positions that I'm in currently. All of them are buys. Now this one is a nice count. You can see the channel, the price respects the channel beautifully. This would be my 1, this would be my 2. So I've got the channel from the beginning of 1 over here to the end of 2 to the ending of 1. That gives us this channel. So we had the 1, we had the 2, we have 3. You can count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. Okay. And now we've got the 4th wave, which obviously cannot touch the 0.618. We expect it to get to the 0.382 to the 50. Okay. Better than 0.382, but I mean, sometimes it comes very close to that 618 even. So, yep, we've got the 0.382. If we touch this, this is no longer a 4. Okay. I don't expect we will. It looks like we got the middle of the channel reversal. If you check what happened at the middle of the channel, you can see we've accumulated. We manipulated low, grabbed the high, grabbed the low again to go higher, leaving us with a nice bullish OB there. What did price do? It took off and reached inside. Didn't exactly touch the order block. Didn't exactly touch the order block. Okay. But that's fine. It's filling in the imbalance by the order block and taking off. Okay. So kind of left a trend line. Wouldn't be surprised if price dipped into here at some point again, actually mitigated the order block and took off. But it doesn't have to. And it probably won't. So next. This is actually, as I was about to mark it, I realized this is actually the psychological high. See these 2 orange lines? This is the psychological low, the psychological high, the market's true supply and resistance, support and resistance areas. This is where the market makers set their spreads, and they manipulate price in these areas the most. So I believe we've made 3 hits lower, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, and 3 below the psychological low. I believe we're going to end up on above the psychological high once we break it for the rest of the day, and we're looking for this 5th wave here. Okay, Now, one more thing we could do, there's a few ways to try and anticipate where the fifth wave is going to end, and I'm just going to quickly do them now. Here's one. You measure your wave 1, you take it to the beginning of your wave 5, and you look for, which is the end of 4, and you look for 1-to-1. That one there is easy. Okay? You look for 1-to-1 to the 1-2-3-6. That's a good target area for your 5. Okay? There's that. Now, also, you could do this. You can get a channel from the end of your wave 2 to the end of your wave 4, drag it to the end of your wave 3, and you would expect price to not only take out this high, but also to be above the midline of the channel when it does so. Okay, and it could extend to the end of the channel. But that price is, and I anticipate price hitting this black line at least before I could say the fifth wave is over. Okay, we also have equal highs anyway. Okay, so what you want to do if you're trying to, if I was to be trying to, see, I'm not, I kind of don't like giving signals. I don't know if that's what I should be doing, but at the same time, it's kind of, this is in a learning way. Let me know in the comments how I should really be like, scripting these videos, because I feel like I should be telling you how to get in and whatnot. And at the same time, I'm thinking, am I not helping people learn? Because some people will just come on the video and just be like, okay, this is why I buy it. And I really do want to be, I, I'm an advocate for people learning how to trade this rather than copying people's positions. But as I was saying anyway, you're looking for a three wave move down. You don't know how you're going to get it. It could come like this. It could be a triangle. It could be a sideways double combo WXY. Okay, or it could just be a simple plain old zigzag and absolutely tank into there. All right, and then you're looking for a break of structure to take it higher. So the green box is interesting. I would wait till it comes significantly lower before trying to buy it. When I see candles like this with no wick inside demand, when I'm waiting for a retracement, I usually wait for them before I try and buy. Okay, I did get into this quite a bit earlier. So yeah, if it does come down, I'll be in drawdown as it comes down. I'm probably not going to hedge it. So because we are making a shift, and I do believe we're potentially in a 3 of 3 right now. Okay, we're outside the volatility bands. We seem to be swimming up. Okay, but I do expect this one to get taken. GBPCAD, let's check GBPUSD now, okay? GBPUSD looks like a beautiful accumulation. If this ends up as accumulation, it will end up here. If it ends up here, then put short. I expect these high to get taken out. Very minimum, maybe the high won't get taken out anyway. So what I would be looking for, the minimum, is for price to come into this supply zone over here, maybe 50% of it. Look for signs of distribution for it to come down again. Because yeah, ultimately I think I am bearish on this. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, after we make a fifth wave. So looking for price to extend over to here, okay? And then I'm looking for a drop on this pair. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's see how the fourth wave is huge in time compared to the second wave. Is that the same degree? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it isn't. Okay. So this 4 doesn't actually go there. Sorry, I look at so many charts, I get confused, and I don't wanna give you the wrong information. So I'm actually gonna look at this chart again. We are on the daily, okay. We have traveled up and swiped the liquidity from the highs, but we still have relative equal highs. In fact, these are Like this wick here, this wick at the 26th of June is the highest wick. It has grabbed the liquidity above those wicks, but it's not impressionable enough for me. But at the same time, looking at this price action, we've just swiped that, we've come down, we've made a close lower, we have a fractal breaker structure. This candle that's reaching up just looks like it wants to fail and drop. It does look like that to me. See, because I'm an intraday trader, so I set up a lot of positions and look at a lot of charts, and then I can get a bit confused. I do think this is going to drop. Okay, I do think it is still going to make another big wave up, like I said, but initially it's going to drop. I think this is part of a corrective move, and I do think it's going to end up being like A, B, C, and then higher. And look at that, we've got our green demand zone right over there as well. Makes sense to me. Supply over here, demand over here, and then direction. So GBPUSD looking for this type of action over here. Basically, in short, we have this accumulation that's happening here. Watch it, because if we get closes up here, we're taking out these highs. This line is marking up the bearish divergence that was on the chart down here. We've got bearish divergence, okay? Looks like a leading diagonal 1, then a 2, or an A, then a B, then a C. Obviously, we've come up, we've passed the 0.618. So actually, I can take those markings off the chart, okay? So that would be A, B, C now. That would be A, B, C, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nope. A. So A, B, C, or A, B, C. I'd say A, B, A, B, C. Okay. Or W, X, Y. I'd say that is done. It is done. That thing there. But doesn't mean we're not gonna go lower. This is, to me, is a X or a B wave. Okay. Now you know that corrective price action tends to stay in parallel lines. You see that I've got a lot of parallel, I use parallel channels a lot. Now what I'm looking for here is for price to come up, get above the parallel channel, and then I'll be paying attention, because I do see all this liquidity here. We could run it up and take it all and go bullish, or we could do this, which is kind of what I'm expecting. Something like this, okay? So we're in a range. We play the range how it is. I'm in buys right now. I am expecting price to go higher. It's a matter of how high will this supply zone hold and take price lower. I do expect to get at least above this level here as price trades higher. So thank you. Please like, all right. Let me go GBPUSD quickly, or euro. Let's say euro USD. Do one of the majors quickly. 4 hour time frame. Okay, this is my count here. All right, that's A, B, C, and 2. Just trying to clear up the charts a bit. 1, 2. We got a series of 1-2s here. Okay, so I literally feel like this is extremely bullish. I'm trying to identify a clear 5 and see if we've got a 3 wave, a completed 3rd wave. So what I'm trying to do for this and the pound is I want to see a completed 3rd wave, okay, and then I will be happy to try and sell down for a 4th wave. This has gone too high for me to try and add to buys. Even here, this 1618 over here, okay, that's from, it's red, okay, So the red 1 to the red 2, boom. When we get to the 1618, that gives us red 3. Okay. Now it can end there and then, and come down for the 4. It could stretch a bit longer, get ending diagonal. But somewhere between these two red lines over here, that's the 1618 and the 2, not the 1. Yeah. These two, I'm expecting to see price start to distribute and drop. That's what I'm looking for on this pair. Did a lot yesterday. Trust me, I did. All right. So yeah, that's literally it. That is literally it. I'm looking for this to make the red 4. All right. If the red 4 should come into this demand and we look and we see accumulation, I might take it up. But then whatever high we have, I'm not potentially going to try and let that high come out, because when you're in a fourth wave, you can get this and then this, and then you think you're bullish, and then it comes back and takes a whole low again and then goes up. Yeah, and some kind of WXY or something. Fourth waves are tricky. So if we get a sell up here, I'll take it to the prior fourth wave area, fine, and I'm out. If I see accumulation here, I'll take it near to the high that was created and I'll get out. If we get distribution here, I will take it. Maybe I might leave that one, I don't know. But basically, after the fourth is complete, you're looking to take price up one more time for a fifth wave. Okay, so that's how I'm trading Euro USD. Okay, um, we'll get to the thing, but please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like me to make, and I wish you all the best trading. All right, take care, peace.